anybody that has a GoPro. So I had got this camera over a year ago, but at the first of last summer, when taking it out of its shell, I had dropped it. When I dropped it, I had put a small scratch along the front side of the lens there. Well, in doing that, caused a huge blur whenever I was shooting video or taking pictures, which was a huge problem. Of course, for me, it was a devastating problem because I couldn't handle it. I just can't let, me personally, I couldn't handle the video after that. To me, it just completely ruined everything, of course, but I thought, well, I'm going to have to fix it. It's definitely something that I have to fix. I can't deal with it whatsoever. So I thought, well, I'll replace the lens. I started watching videos about how to replace the lens. It seemed extremely complicated, but I figured, well, it's doable. So I thought, well, I wonder if I can fix it before I get it. So if I can't fix it, if I ruin it anymore, I'm going to have to replace it anyway. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to take a shot. So I seen a thing about toothpaste. I put toothpaste on it, tried that. It didn't do anything. It didn't help my scratch. It must have been too deep or something like that. So what I did is the day that I scratched it, I had done a little work with my car and a little polish and wax and all that stuff. And I thought I might try a little compound. So what I did was I used this stuff right here, which I don't know if it makes a difference in the brand, but this is Meguiar's Ultimate Compound, which I don't advertise this for this situation, or am I associated with this company whatsoever. But at the same time, I wanted to just, this is what helped fix the camera. And I mean, it fixed it, and I've been using it ever since then. Quite a bit, even though I haven't made a ton of YouTube videos at this point. I have used it for personal things. So this is what I use to fix it. Now, what does it matter with a compound? You use a grit, I'm not sure, but this here is what I use. It's cheap. It's like $10. It worked for me. So this camera, you can see, but you can see right here that it did take a little bit of the, that might be hard to see, but just a little bit of the coloring, which is the coating, that I guess the protective coating on the lens. Now, to me, it made no difference in the video quality whatsoever. It hasn't messed the camera up. I've shot it. I live in the South, which of course you can hear from my accent, but I live in the South and it hasn't messed it up whatsoever. So it's fine. I've used it in the pool and playing with the family and out at the lake and in direct sunlight and all that stuff. I haven't noticed any difference, nor have I noticed any quality drop in the camera's performance. Actually, it seems clearer than it did when I first got it, but it did take a little bit off. But it completely removed the scratch, which isn't on here now, and I can't justify for that, but I do have video of the day when it happened, or the evening when it happened. I shot just a few second video of the quality of the damn thing after it happened, and I shot the next day after I had fixed it that night to show how it, how it went right back to normal. And if you see any of my other videos and you watch me, you'll see that a few of my videos I've shot with this and you don't notice it whatsoever, because I completely fixed it with the Meguiar's compound, which, like I said, I don't know if it matters about the grit of the compound. I wouldn't use sandpaper or anything like that, but I don't suggest doing this if this is the only means you have to fix the problem. I don't suggest using it on any other cameras. You can't replace the lenses, but if you could, then yeah, you could give it a try. If you have the money, if you are already thinking about replacing the lens and you have that problem, then give it a shot. What do you have to lose? Because if you tear this lens up, you're replacing it anyway. But if you don't have the means, nor are you thinking of replacing the lens, I don't suggest doing it, because I don't want you to tear your camera up, or if it doesn't work, I don't want to be responsible for that. But for me personally, it worked out just fine. So I'm going to show you a couple videos. I'm going to show you the day after I fixed it and the time after it happened in the living room, which is a low quality video, but nonetheless it shows the scratch. And I guarantee you 100% it was this camera and it was this situation, and you can see a little bit of the coating that took off, but personally, over the period of time that I've used it, I noticed no difference. So that's it, and right now we'll play those videos.
Hey guys, I apologize for the video quality, but it's the only video I have of it when I scratched it. So This is me testing it out, and I can obviously see that there's a big blur on it after I do this, and then I fix it. So this video here is of the next morning after I fix it, and I'm testing it out to see if it works out right. And as you can see, it's pretty clear. You can see there I'm a little unsure. I don't know if it's going to work or not. But as you can see, it looks pretty good. Looks like it worked out pretty good to me. Actually, in some ways, I think it looks clearer than it did before. That's what I thought afterwards, at least. But you can see out here in a second, I pour it towards the sun and everything, see if anything burn up or if it mess anything up. Nothing. It's perfectly fine. Worked the rest of the year. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, guys, I almost forgot how I did it. But what I did is in the middle where the scratch was, the scratch is right here, right in the middle part. So what I did is I took about the size of a Q-tip with the Meguiar's compound here, or car compound, and I put it in the middle here, and I'd used one of these. You get them with screen protectors for phones. You get them with prescription sunglasses. Sometimes come with these. They're just a simple cleaning cloth for glass or whatever. I use one of these. I just put a little dot there about the size of a Q-tip, and I just worked it in one direction, not up and down long ways, but in a circular small motion, a little bit at a time. Don't put some on there and just go wild with it, you know, because you might do some damage or take too much off. Just put a little bit, do a few, you know, 5 or 10 little swipes, if that, 2 or 3, 4, take it off, clean it off, look at it, see how it looks. If you still got more, put another little piece in it. Like I said, a couple more. It doesn't take much. A little bit of this stuff goes a long ways, guys. So any little bit you use, just use a little at a time. But I almost forgot to say that. I made a video about how to do it and I didn't explain it. Just take a little bit behind the middle, circular motion, one direction, clockwise. How I did it. Just a few swipes, 2 or 3, be safe. Clean it, look at it, check it out. Still got a little bit, just go a little bit more. Going over the top. Since mine was right down the middle, I just kind of went over it all with my thumb, just in one direction. Couple swipes. But that's it. Alright, guys, that was it. I appreciate y'all watching. For the guys who watch me, or anybody that may come to this video and see this in the future that doesn't watch me for lawn care videos, like, subscribe. I hope this helped you. If it didn't, I'm sorry. But I don't, like I said, I don't suggest doing it if you don't have the means to replace the lens anyway. Give it a shot. What else you have to lose if you're replacing it? For all those who watch me, for all those that are new, thank you for watching. Everybody have a good night, a good evening, and I will see y'all guys later.